While we're on China, how would you describe the U.S.-China relationship and where it needs to go, especially given these sort of very high-profile near misses on the waters and in the skies?
I think we're entering into a new phase. And by that,
phase?
By that I mean for many years, decades really, we had hoped that if we helped the Chinese economy, that if we created a stable middle class, brought people out of poverty, that we would see them engaging in the rules-based economic order that the U.S. and our allies have really established since post-World War II. And unfortunately, we saw anything but the continued undermining of that order in things like dumping products into a market to clear out other competitors, illegal subsidies, forced work requirements and forced labor, corporate espionage and forced IP transfer. So what they've done is the more power they've gotten, the more they actually threatened the rules-based economic order. And so the United States and our allies are now competing with China. We are now saying, okay, no more. You're obviously not good actors on the economic scene. And so we are going to compete. We are going to fence off our high-end semiconductor chips. We are going to help make sure that we make things in the United States if we can't trust you in your supply chains. And I think the Chinese, quite frankly, are missing a little bit that the tide has turned, because it's not just the United States. For example, in the high-end semiconductor chips, we've worked with our allies, Japan and Netherlands. So this is a more united effort against this kind of undermining by the Chinese. And I think they're sort of missing it because they're up to their old tactics, pushing back aggressively, doing really dangerous things in the Taiwan Strait, and continuing to try to punish people, as opposed to realizing that this is a different era and they need to come to the table and work better.
That dynamic has changed.